As floodwaters recede from towns and cities in Pakistan, the focus is shifting to recovery and the challenge of aid distribution. Experts on the region say that in addition to displaced thousands, devastated agricultural crops, water, and the country's lack of it will also be a major problem. Michael Kugelman is Program Associate of the Asia Program at the Woodrow Wilson International Center for Scholars.
Even before the floods, Pakistan's water infrastructure was a mess. And that's mainly because canals, pipes, other water conveyance structures were simply not properly maintained.
In 2009, the Woodrow Wilson Center released a report that called Pakistan's water situation extremely precarious and noted that water levels have plummeted since the 1950s. The World Bank says the impact of melting glaciers in the Himalayas, triggered by what some scientists say is the impact of global warming, could lead to 30 to 40% less water over the next 100 years. Stephen Solomon is the author of Water, the Epic Struggle for Wealth, Power, and Civilization. He says while Pakistan's major source of water is the Indus River, much of it no longer reaches the sea.
They were overdrawing pretty much the Indus River already, which is their equivalent of their Nile River to Egypt. It is their lifeline.
Pakistan already struggles to combat militants and poverty, and analysts say how it manages its water resources will play a key role in determining whether it faces even more instability. Again, Michael Kugelman at the Woodrow Wilson Center.
Water is probably one of the most politicizing issues in Pakistani politics, particularly since it not only fosters but it exacerbates provincial tensions.
Analysts note that Punjab province, upstream on the Indus River, has the country's best farmland, while Sindh province has less water and less farmland. This makes southern residents feel they are not getting their fair share of the resource, and raises tension with Punjabis, who tend to be more wealthy and politically connected. Kugelman says water also is a source of tension with neighboring India.
What militants describe as water terrorism, water aggressions.
Hafiz Saeed heads Lashkar-e-Taiba, the Pakistan-based terror group accused of carrying out the Mumbai terror attacks.
Dams are built, are being constructed. Lands of Pakistan are getting barren. There is a severe crisis. UNO is not bothered. Nobody is putting bans. No one is stopping them from constructing dams.
U.S. officials see the importance of water as a foreign policy tool, and part of the current multi-billion-dollar aid package to Pakistan is devoted to water projects. Author Stephen Solomon.
There's a consciousness of it in the State Department at the highest levels that never was there before. I think Pakistan clearly was one of the first instances that we tried to address some of the water needs.
However, analysts note that Pakistan will need much more civilian aid than the United States has offered. And that is crucial, they note, in a country key to American security interests in the surrounding region. William Ide, VOA News, Washington.